So the last time I told you to type periodicals cafes online. So once you type it, you go to periodicals cafes and then you sign in. What you're doing, you're not signing in. You are definitely doing something wrong. That's why you were unable to sign in. So we're going to go to Accesso Cafe like this. It's in Portuguese, but just follow what I am doing. So you type the name of my school because I have typed it multiple times. It's already showing here. So an M there. So I recommend you leave it in Portuguese, and the main reason I'm recommending that is because of and then you type the username, then you type the password. Okay, you click on save my login, and then you do that, and then you are in. Quite simple, not that hard. But the main reason it's not working for you is probably because you did something. So we're going to start with Web of Science, your lecture of science here, and search. So you come down here. It's always on number 4, except it changes, but most times it's always on number 4. And then we'll also go back again and type Scopus. You can also, here you can check this types of the material, you can check like basis and whatsoever. But in this case, I'm selecting just, okay, this is Busca Todos. Can check basis, periodicals, and libros. So basis means, which is like basis, means like the databases. But in this case, since it's in Portuguese, I'm just gonna also search for this as well. Scopus is always a number 1. Yeah. Do you understand? And if we go straight to basis, if we didn't do that, like searching for the word, and then we just go back to home and we select listed basis equal sound. If you keep scrolling down, you can find it, or you can still come out here again and still search for which one you want to search for in this basis. Do you understand? You see Web of Science here, it's on number 2 here. And if we want to still do the same for um, Scopus, if we want to do the same for Scopus, I think Scopus will still be on number 1. So that's how you just get access to the basis. So let's go. So yeah. For the keyword, I've tried to merge my keywords here. I did some things that is a little bit different from what I gave you because I want to test something out. So for Web of Science, we are going to use topic search equal to, and then we're going to bracket this again, add another bracket and add another bracket. Sometimes this thing will not go through because there is variation in the search string, but we're gonna see if it goes through. So come to Web of Science. This is how Web of Science looks like. So you can accept all or you reject all. So we are going to look at documents. You select documents, no researchers. It's documents and all fields. This is going to be all fields. Instead of topic. So we do this don't say. If this works, if it doesn't work, then we do an advanced search. Invalid syntax error or something like that. So we'll just go for advanced search. There's an option for advanced search. Let me see. I can't really remember where I get the advanced search. It it's always somewhere down here. So I don't really know. Oh, it's up here, advanced search. So this is the advanced search. So we are going to go to sometimes I said this syntax might not be correct because the stuff is not the same. So, but we'll try it here in this one. So instead of, I will not use title abstract key yet. I'll just copy this. Let's come back to Web of Science and test it out. If it's working or not, it actually worked. We have just 200 and we have just 247 papers. This is like direct paper. I didn't do the review, by the way. This is like a direct paper. A direct paper. That's so tiny. My supervisor will tell you it's so tiny. So that means we have to like go. So let's check for Scopus. Let's see, because we have not even reviewed it to the last 10 years. So, and if we refine this to the last 10 years, so imagine that's lesson 1 to, we do 2016 to 2026. So imagine, let's refine it. How many papers are we left with? We are left with 219. 219. But they are like really, really matching what we intend to use it for. But my supervisor will probably say it's too tiny. So we are looking for something around 1,000. Yeah. So if you want to download this, you just come here. If we are doing the bibliometric review, we will export and refine. We click on export, or we can only export 500 at the same time. If I remembered, okay, we were to like plain text file for bibliometric review. I don't know if I explained it that time. We had to like, it has to be a plain text, and you can only do 500 at the same time. Then we'll now merge it together. But in this case, we have just 1 to 219. Then we just like, we do a full record and cited references. If we are using this for bibliometric review, that's what we do. We do plain text and then we export this. But that's what we use for bibliometric review. However, if you want to do systematic literature review, we'll go to Excel. Then we'll click on this. If it is more than 1,000 for, what is it called? If it's more than 1,000 in this case, remember I said for bibliometric review, it is 500. But for thematic literature review, we can do 1,000. So we'll do, so you can see that immediately we changed it from this to Excel, you can see that it's different. So whenever I'm doing bibliometric review, I love to also download the same data immediately for my systematic literature review. So I save the selection and then we custom export. And then you're like, why did I select all? It's better for you to select everything, or you just choose full record. And then you just like download everything. And that's it. So that's all about testing the results. So this is what I do. Whenever I am working on this kind of thing like that, I'll come here and start testing all the keywords. I love to start to test keywords. So the first thing I do is like, I'll title this like maybe something like a search term. Maybe I'll do like one search terms, and then I will like paste my search term here. I will be like, okay, I think it was 297 and 219. So that's all I got for that one. So I will also tag on Web of Science. I will also target. I will also target like Web of Science. So I will now review this one for the Scopus. So we'll do the same thing for Scopus. Can leave the Another thing I didn't do here should be like, okay, I didn't select maybe article and review article, and I didn't select language of English. Where's the language? I didn't select English. So we refine with English, and also now we refine with article. What is it called? Because those are the only things we can use to do what is it called? So we have 191 finally. Those are the article and review articles. So those are the only ones we can use. We cannot use conference proceeding papers or what is it called? Just some use it. Some use it, but we in my school we don't use it. So we now do the same thing for Scopus as well. I don't know why this Scopus is not loading. I want to like give you the back and what is it called? So I didn't do your part because I want you to do it yourself. And also I changed some of the keywords this morning. Just one of the things about working with keywords. I don't know what's wrong with this. So let's go back again. I don't know what's wrong with this. Yeah, so we have 547 in what is it called? So we do 547. So we now do, so let me go back here and write 547 early. It's not like somebody taught me this, so it's just my own way of noting what the numbers are. So I will know if it's the best for me. So the L is just me that I've refined it, or you can use maybe R or it in your case. I think R will be more, but I feel like L make it easier for me to like direct what is equal. So, but we can use R, like refined version, so you will know the refined version. So we're going to refine it from 2016 to 2026. That's number one. And then we're now going to refine it by the document type article review and review. So we are just going to use like peer review paper and in English language. And then we are going to like limit to. Click on limit to. So did you see that? They are limiting to this limit. And then we have 220 papers. So we just like note that as well, 220. Yeah. So I love to test all these things. And you see that my search them were a little bit different from yours. So we'll come back here and do the same thing for this as well. So because I have already refined this, I can go straight to this. I can paste it here and you will just give me the same thing. Like it will refine it. Do you see this? So we have just 16 here for the second one. So that's why my supervisor will tell you that that kind of keyword is too narrow. It's too narrow. But we'll see. This part of the reason I say we refine it. So I will still copy this again and go and paste it in Scopus. So I got the final number, not the last number. So I will search again. And it's already refined. Did you see that it's already refined? So we have just 15 here. So it's either it is this particular one is less researched, and then we will now use Excel Power Query. We will download all this data like I've shown you before. Now use Excel Power Query to merge it together. Then we will now start going through the file. For example, I said I'm going to send you this search term. Let me just download it so I can send it to you. This was the search term I was explaining in the video I showed you. So should I download it as video? Let me download it as video so that it will be easier for you. And so let me tell you what the data are going to look like when we get to that place. So let me go into my masters folder because I have a folder for masters again as well. And okay, then we have the dissertation. You will see the proposal, the stage. I think it was stage 2. That's where I had all this work. So you can see this is what it will look like. This is what your stuff will look like when you initially combined it using Excel Power Query. And I think I did show a video of combining it using Excel Power Query on that video. I don't know if I didn't. And then we have this. So I think I just copied it, then I pasted it on another file to make it easier for me. So when we have combined it, you will now start doing author. You will start reading and then be doing title, abstract, keyword analysis. So this is what I do. I think you will still even see it here. You can still see it here. Say, did you see this? Article title, abstract, and keyword. They are not exactly done this way. I had to like bring the article close here, bring the abstract, and then you read the title first. Ask yourself, did this thing match? I mean, it didn't match. If it didn't match, you simply like, okay, let's hold on. And then you read the abstract. Then you now read the keyword. Does this keyword have like a related keyword to your research? So that's how we read, and then we delete anything that doesn't really align. So this entire paper, if you read this, you can see it's over 500. So by the time I was done doing these shenanigans, let me see. I want to try to see if this is my final paper, final search. Okay, you can see that this is the final one I used here. Can you see this? We have 26 here. From that 500 and something, that's what we have. This one we had just maybe, okay, this one was after the stuff, we had just 6 here. Then we now went to the final XLR. The final XLR is not here. I think I've moved it to another folder. Then this is the final XLR. Systematic literature review document. So just if you check here, I think this one has probably 20 or 21. I can't remember, but I think I've merged both the Scopus and non-Scopus together. Okay, you can see it's just 20 papers because if you add the heading to it, that's just 20 papers. Then we have I thought I merged this together, but I don't know. So this is just like the final list of paper. You can see this one does not have anything. This one has something. This is like Web of Scopus and Science. So that's basically everything. So this is what I did when I was doing the Web of Science merging. I made okay, don't let us go into that because you'll be confused. Yeah. I think that's all for today. Okay, if we now want to get, okay, what are these things that the main paper that, yeah, we just like, what's happened to this thing? Okay, so it's just telling us that it's 16, and then that means it's less researched. So this is just like 16. If you don't understand me or what I said today is so plenty, let me know. Because I know it's a lot to like work with, and then we remove this, and then we remove this, and then we apply the changes and see the numbers. 34. So we have 34 for this one. So that's just it. So it's better to keep the numbers in mind. That's because when you are doing it again, the number might have changed and increased. So remember I said we are just testing with this. We're just testing. And if you need any of this document I shared with you, but it's not, you just need to understand the like the basis or the documents are not that important. So one of the things I did here is to change this from vertical. I added something here. I did vertical construction, high-rise, skyscrapers, complex construction. Instead of complex construction projects, we can even do just complex construction. Because I feel like the project is like adding shenanigans to it, commercial building. So we can, if we change, I think one word here that was here is building. So we can change this to like building projects, or multi-story buildings, and yeah, that can still work. Public buildings. You can use buildings here, industrial buildings. Why am I saying complex construction projects here again? Okay. So that's why I said you have to review your keywords. And that's all. Let me just pause here for today. That's all my memo for you this week. Just understand these and ask me your questions, then we'll continue from there.